In Asia, we are witnessing significant rapid demand growth, so which is in the range of 5 to 6% per year. So if this trend continues, over the next 5 years, demand will increase by 30% or so. So that means significant investment will be required for new capacities and new transmission line just to keep up. At the same time, another issue would be the energy trilemma, how to manage energy trilemma, which is stable supply, affordable supply, and sustainable supply. So this is not easy to manage, especially for the countries focusing very much on affordability. So therefore, to tackle these issues, it is important to collaborate across countries, including Japan or United States or other countries, so that we can find a solution for more like interconnectivity across Asia also important. For example, Singapore doesn't have natural resources, but energy demand continue to increase. So therefore, Singapore's government plan of water renewables through underwater cable. So that's a very good example to enable renewable energy for other countries. So yeah, tackling energy trilemma as well as developing infrastructure in a timely manner to manage increasing demand. So that's two challenges. That's my understanding. So obviously, due to this increase in demand and also opportunities to develop infrastructure, that could be power station or LNG receiving terminals, renewables development, such as solar, wind, hydro, or geothermal, depending on the situation in each country, there are various opportunities across Asian countries. So from JERA's perspective, JERA has a long history of managing LNG value chain because of scarcity in natural gas in Japan. So therefore, we heavily rely on energy imports. So therefore, managing such a value chain, we call value chain or supply chain of natural gas is our one of the advantages to be introduced into Asia. Like Singapore or Thailand already have such a certain level of operational track record. But new countries in terms of LNG handling, such as Vietnam, Philippines, and also Bangladesh, so those countries need support from those players have experience in the past. So yeah, we really want to leverage our experience. One is LNG, and also the second is renewables. We recently established our global brand called JERA Next, which is headquartered in London. So we are trying to develop renewables globally, onshore renewables and offshore renewables, solar, wind, etc. So therefore, we believe we can leverage this experience know-how as well in Asia. And the maybe last point is next generation fuel, that is hydrogen or ammonia, which could be introduced as an alternative for coal and natural gas. It may take time, but recently we successfully demonstrated the pure ammonia substitution in Japan at the coal-fired power plant called Hekina. So that is a significant introduction of 20% clean ammonia, which does not emit CO2 when combusted. And at the same time, that means reduction in the combustion of coal volumes. So resulting in 20% CO2 reduction. So our intention is to increase this reduction from 20% to 50% and ultimately 100%. So that we can achieve net zero CO2 emissions based on the stable thermal power generation. So renewable LNG and next generation low carbon fuels. So these are our strengths we can utilize here in the region. Again, the situation differs in each country. Like Thailand, Singapore, they're already handling sizable LNG volumes. At the same time, they have a strong intention of introducing renewables. So I believe by 2030, it will, the 5-year time, we will have more renewables in Singapore, Thailand, and even the Philippines or Vietnam. But still, the fossil fuel remains. It's not practical to replace everything by renewables within 5 years time or so, of course. So therefore, another point could be more mature discussion on low carbon fuel introduction so that coal and natural gas emission, how we can manage such emission could be managed. So that should be understood by many more people, and probably a couple of projects are started. And in relation to this, another important project is CCS, carbon capture and storage. So that CO2 could be locally produced here in Asia, or even Japan's emission in Japan could be transported to Asia to be able to manage CO2 in the region. So because in Asia, in Japan, uh, not only power sector, but other steelmaker, cement industry, they all need to manage CO2 emissions. Uh, and capturing CO2 is technically feasible, although it is still costly. But physical, the storing place is not really available sufficiently. So therefore, one of the technological challenge is how to manage CO2 locally. So one technology is to liquefy such captured CO2 and transport liquefied CO2 and store outside of Japan, such as Malaysia or Indonesia, where suitable CCS site is available. Yeah. So therefore, by 2030, we'll see more introduction, more usage of renewables, and also introduction of LNG, and also more mature discussion on next generation fuels, hydrogen ammonia, including CCS development. So I expect such situation will be happening in 5 year time.